In another end-of-year Beatle event timed as during their career around the holidays, for example, the records with the Beatles, Rubber Soul, and the White Album came out in November, December, is one of their biggest holiday events, first broadcast in November 1995, getting a re-release in 2025 on November 26th through 28th. It's The Beatles Anthology, streaming on Disney Plus in 9 episodes. This is a story of one of the most successful rock, music, sociocultural, and show business juggernauts in history. The anthology begins at the beginning, when two guitarists, Paul McCartney and John Lennon, met in 1957, brought in Paul's schoolmate George Harrison to play lead guitar, and excised their first drummer Pete Best for Ringo Starr in 1962. Their timing couldn't have been more perfect as they applied the rock show they learned in clubs and dance halls and combined it with original material written by Lennon, McCartney, and Harrison. The first Please Please Me album, 1963, took off like a rocket in England, but it wasn't until the new year of 1964 that the songs from With the Beatles hit #1 in America, followed up by one of the largest TV audiences in history watching their American debut on the then popular The Ed Sullivan Show. From there, they went through many phases, including the fan-frenzied Beatlemania live performances, to the Hard Day's Night movie, to studio-only musicians, to the Sgt. Pepper album, to the first satellite broadcast All You Need Is Love, to the White Album, to the Let It Be sessions, to their final recordings on the Abbey Road album. With that much squeezed into 8 years, the bow must break, and the group broke up in 1970. The Beatles Anthology was telecast in 1995 on ABC TV, a huge event at the time, and the remastering and expansion of the episodes are beautifully tight and told by the 3 band members at the time who went through it, with the late John Lennon adding his view through archival interviews. There are several points of interest, including Ringo coming into the band, their problematic end-of-live performances difficulties, the candid behind-the-scenes stories of their iconic albums, and the breakup period, handled with diplomacy, but stinging in the archival footage at the time. Paul is particularly nervy around Let It Be. And there is a bonus episode chronicling the anthology's development and new songs recorded for it, like Free as a Bird. This is a magnificent story of timing and circumstance. A massive youth culture flowed and grew up with the band, and the commerce of the music industry demanded product. Plus, the 4 guys loved each other enough to keep each other somewhat sane within the massive popularity, and had enough talent to back up that popularity and demand. This music story can never happen again, as all show business is too much under a microscope now, and we're all overburdened with happenings and internet music. But for one brief shining moment, it was the Beatles. And as the band mused in the finale on the Abbey Road album, the love you take is equal to the love you make. To quote Chris Farley, that was awesome. The Beatles Anthology, 5 out of 5, all 9 episodes, streaming on Disney Plus by November 28th, 2025. Yeah, 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 yeah.
The song it goes, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. You remember that?
Yes.
Is that true?